They just embodied the state of having it already. Being the wife already, being the husband already, being loved already, being cherished already, being chosen already, being prioritized already, being in the relationship already. All right, guys. In this laws lesson, we're going to talk about persisting in your end to the point where you feel like it's already yours. What is that bloody feeling that Neville Goddard keeps going on about? The it's yours feeling. How do you get to the end? How do you get to your happily ever after? In this laws lesson, I'm going to teach you. So guys, if you haven't noticed behind my head, the Happily Ever After course that was so popular in my squad has now dropped on my website. Hooray! And in it, you will get an MP3 version of Marianne's interview where she goes for well over an hour with me talking about her Happily Ever After, how she went from long distance to her SP calling her wife in a week, through breakups and third parties and all kinds of things, and now they're married. There's also a beautiful guided meditation you've never heard before by me, guiding you to your end, where you visualize your happy ending and your wedding day, your anniversary, whatever scene it is you want in your mind to project out into your 3D to create now so that it happens for you. Then there's my teaching videos teaching you all about how my success stories have manifested their love story, and also exactly the way that Neville Goddard taught you to manifest marriage, all his techniques. There's really in-depth videos, workbooks, and also 2 bonus workbooks, which is an affirmations guide and also a beautiful photo album so you can visualize your love, so you can get it right now. So guys, those of you who want to live in the end of marriage, or want to live in the end of living with your person, or maybe living in the end of, your person treating you well, listen to this question in my squad. Can we talk about the place you get to when you've persisted so much in the news story that your subconscious has accepted it? So when you continue to consciously choose the new self, our new us, there's a feeling of it's already done. That's what we're trying to get to. What do we continue doing when we get to this space? It's like an actual shift. So how many of you feel like you've got to this actual place, this actual space of feeling like it's already done? I doubt most of you have. And the reason why I say I doubt most of you have right now is because the level of questioning about where is it. If you felt like it was already done, you would never ask me, why is it taking so long? You would never say, but this happened. You would never describe your 3D circumstances. You wouldn't even ask me a question. So the fact that you guys ask me questions tells me that you don't feel it's already done, because if you did, it'd be done in your mind and you wouldn't have to ask anymore. There would be no more questions. So that in itself is an answer to this question. She said, what do we continue doing when we get to this space? Well, you don't continue doing what you were doing before. You don't continue asking. You don't continue wondering, where is it? You don't continue looking and searching and pondering how long it's going to take. You don't dwell on your circumstances. You are a new you in a new place, and that place is the it's already done place. And in that it's already done place, it's done. So therefore, why would you, what do you continue doing? You don't continue doing anything. So let me answer it like this. If you're waiting for a meal in a restaurant and they're doing your steak and you ask for it well done, and you're sitting there and you're waiting and they bring it out and it's well done, you eat it. Because it's been served to you the way you like it. It's done. You go, thank you to the waiter. You get out your knife and fork, you start eating it, you swallow it, you digest it, you've eaten it. That's the answer. This person's like going, okay, so the waiter brought out my well done steak that I asked for. It's down on my plate. Now what? What are you going to do? Send it back to the kitchen and ask it to be more well done? More done? Can't be more done. If it's any more done, it's going to turn into like shoe leather and be disgusting and you won't be able to eat it. It will turn into a hockey puck. once it's done and the steak has been presented to you in the way you like it, it's been cooked to perfection, you consume it. You eat it. You enjoy it. Okay? So once your 3D reality is as you want it to be in your mind, you live there in your mind, even if it isn't yet done out here, you consume only this world. You consume only the well-done steak. Ah, this steak is delicious. Just how I like it. You don't eat the steak and look for more steak. You don't look at the steak and send it back. You don't eat the steak and then pretend you never had it. You enjoy it. So think about what I just said. You enjoy it. So if you are creating scenes in your mind like we do in the Happily Ever After course, like in the 4 workbooks we guide you through from first meeting your specific person to getting to know each other to the relationship developing to happily ever after, like your wedding day, to your anniversaries, to living and growing old together, whether you've met them or not, whether you're with them or not, whether they've turned up as a dick or not, you can reimagine if the way you met wasn't great or they've cheated on you or they've gone off with someone else or you've got divorced or whatever it is, you can reimagine with the guide workbooks in this course the way you want it to be. And I've just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? If you are living in the end of married, if you are living in the end of having the perfect relationship, you enjoy it in your mind. So we are guiding you through step by step all these scenes. And once you get there in your mind, you don't start questioning it. You live there and you enjoy it. When you do my guided meditation, you lie back and you enjoy this beautiful guided meditation in this course. You don't question it afterwards. You don't turn the recording off and then sit there and think, where is he? You're meant to live in that end and enjoy it. Make sense? A lot of you don't sit back and smell the roses and enjoy your imaginings. Now, I'm using the word joy like I'm Abraham Hicks. I'm not talking about it like you have to feel happy about it. I'm saying when you relish something, when you delight in it, when you are satisfied, when you find enjoyment in, there's a sense of accomplishment or a sense of ease or a sense of peace or a sense of normality or a sense of naturalness, whatever it is you want to call it. It doesn't have to be enjoyment, but that's the living in the end. It's done. My steak was, thank you, waiter. That was delicious. Thank you so much. I'll have dessert now. That's where you want to be. So if you're like that with your specific person, even though right now you're not married to them, in your mind you're married to them, in your mind they're the perfect man, and then they do something where they're acting like a dick, that's like, I don't know, throwing up the steak or sending it back or throwing it across the room because you don't like it if you get in an argument with them. You just go back to eating your lovely steak. Oh, this steak's so delicious. I don't know what he's doing over there. So you just go back in your mind to the man you want him to be. If you want to be proposed to and it hasn't happened yet, you don't keep imagining it won't. You live in the end of being married. You live in the end of you're the wife now. When you listen to Marianne's interview in this course, she talks about imagining herself as a wife, imagining she actually deserved that happily ever after, even though she told herself for years and years, like I used to, that marriage was just a piece of paper. I used to say that all the time. And people used to say to me, if you ever get married, Loz, we're literally going to turn up at your wedding with like picket signs because you're so against it. I was so against it for so many decades of my life. So when Marianne made that decision, and you hear about that in the interview in the course, MP3, that she was deserving of marriage. And you know what? Whether it was him or someone else, within a week, he was calling her wife, and now they're married. And they weren't even together in the same country. They were long distance. And that interview is masterful. And Marianne helped to write this course. The steps she took, the imagining she decided she was going to have, the affirmations she used are in this course. And this combines Marianne's success story, John's success stories, hundreds of success stories in my group of living together, having babies, getting engaged, married. You see them every week in my groups. Those people, what they learned from me, what they learned from Neville, what they learned about the law of assumption, they put into practice, and that's what's in this course. It's a culmination of all the things that people who succeeded in getting their happily ever after, like the people you can go and listen to on my YouTube, like Ellie's success story, I'll put it here on my YouTube, or she's now just about to get married in Italy. Holly's success story, you can listen to that one with her SP Hal. Olivia's success story, she got engaged. There's so many of them. That's just a fraction, guys, the people who are actually wanting to do interviews. But you've got to understand, that's just an example of what you can do. There's no specialty to this. Anyone who's got their success story with me or with another coach, there's nothing special about what they did. They just embodied the state of having it already, being the wife already, being the husband already, being loved already, being cherished already, being chosen already, being prioritized already, being in the relationship already. They all did the same thing. They all embodied that state now, as if it had already happened, and they enjoyed it. They lived there. They didn't have to feel joy, but they just lived there. They ate the steak. You understand? And they didn't question while they were doing it. Do you understand? So if you go through the countless love success stories on my blog, you can go to my blog on my website, my Subconscious Laws website. We put out a blog every Monday of just a few success stories peppered through the blog. We don't want to bombard you. We've got a whole G drive of thousands of success stories, but we just put a few. So you can read what they did. Go and read them. They're mostly love ones, right? You'll see a theme through all the success stories on my website, all the success stories in my free group, Subconscious Laws, all the success stories in my squad, all the success stories that flash up on my TikTok lives. It's all the same. They all stepped into the state of the version that felt like the person who had it. Now, when I say feel, I don't mean feelings. I mean they saw themselves and saw their world through the eyeballs of the person who had it already. Are you getting this? If you aren't getting it, I highly suggest you come and join us for this course, because we put you in the state of embodiment, embodying your happily ever after, embodying the girl or guy who deserves to be chosen. And I really go deep into all the various techniques that Neville taught about marriage specifically, Neville's stories and lots of quotes by Neville and lots of examples from him. Because I know some of you get very confused about his teachings about marriage, and you think he's trying to say you can't manifest a specific person or something. I don't know, so many people get confused by what he said about that. He's talking about the embodiment of the state of married, whether it's him or someone else. And I'll tell you, not that I'm saying it should be him or someone else, but the state you get into when you get so confident in the knowing that you are married, knowing that it is done, knowing you are chosen, sometimes you do feel like it's this or another man. That's why so many people in my group end up like Ellie did, engaged to someone else. Doesn't mean you can't have who you want now, but sometimes that's how some people get a bit of indifference, a level of confidence they've never felt before in love, and they know what they deserve. And that's when it comes in, obviously. And that's when their ex always comes back as well. But, you know, they don't want them anymore. Right? Now, there are examples in my group of people who've got married or got engaged through me and then lost their specific person. I can think of countless people in my group who got engaged and then didn't get married and then came crying back to me asking for my help. I even had a coach asking for my help this week in my DMs. Guys, if you don't keep embodying the state of the new you who's loved and cherished and wanted and married, guess what will happen? So in this person's question saying, well, what do? You live there. You don't go back to the old you, because that's when people lose their engagement. That's when people lose their wife or their husband. We had a beautiful story with John a couple of weeks ago in our squad. You can read it in the Happily Ever After page on my website, his story. What happened with him? He got it back when he did this course. Okay? But he slipped out of the state, had to get back in it. Have you slipped out of it? I ask you. So what you need to do is live there, dwell there, enjoy being there. Don't question where you are. Don't look for answers, signs, time. Understand? How long is the course, Loz? Well, there are 3 teaching videos by me, probably over 10 minutes long each, some of them a bit longer, I think. 4 workbooks where you go from beginning to end of your relationship, really scripting. Then there is a 9-minute, I think, or 8.5-minute meditation, guided meditation by me, a very long interview with Marianne that goes for well over an hour, and then also 2 bonus books. There's a photo album, like your wedding album, where you can put your own like little vision board of photos of your happily ever after, of your love journey together. You can either draw it or put actual photos, drag and drop in there, and also an affirmations guide. So it takes as long as it takes for you to finish it. Could take you a couple of hours, could take you a day. You could do it over a week. Now, guys, if you're in the squad, remember to use your squad code. It's a new squad code. It's in the squad right now, and we put it everywhere in the squad. So in the checkout, at the checkout, make sure you use it so you get your 15% off. Okay, guys? What's this? Hi, Loz. I don't love affirmations, but do you have any hot tips on self-worth? I struggle at times. Rachel, I don't teach you hot tips. I also don't teach you self-worth. I teach you to change your concepts of yourself, your ideas of yourself that don't make you feel very worthy. I don't teach worth, darling. The concepts, the ideas you have of yourself, like I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty, I'm not smart, no one will choose me, I get rejected, I will be left, why would you want to be with me, I'm ashamed of this. They cause you to feel like you don't have much self-worth. But you have to figure out what they are, darling. I would go deep into my self-concept course called A Kick-Ass You. I'll put it here and do my assessment in there, darling. It will really help you. Loz, I manifested a way better man in a beautiful, loving relationship now. It's not about the SP. Nicola, I know the feeling. I've done that many times. Sometimes I look back on my old SPs and I laugh and I think, the fuck did I see in you? I want to get someone back who goes to me, well, why did they ghost you, Soph? What were you doing? What were you thinking? What were you thinking that caused it? You don't understand you're the only cause. That's why you're asking me. Your thoughts on setting boundaries with old version of SP. You created that old version, so for you to set a boundary is utterly ludicrous because you caused the way they're acting. You've got to create a new version in your mind, then they'll be different. You won't have to set a boundary, will you? Why are you setting a boundary around the accident you caused? What do you mean? Go and watch all my videos on how setting boundaries is fucking ridiculous, please. I bought a unit, Loz. Oh, congratulations. Sam and John are back, guys. Yes. Oh, is it Sam? Hi, Samantha, darling. Woo, woo. Oh, darling. And they lived happily ever after. I was just talking about you guys. How lovely. Guys, if you want to go and watch Sam and John's interview as well, I'll put it here where Sam kind of pops in on my YouTube. John had coaching with me. He wasn't with Sam, lost her, got her back, got engaged, got married. They split up, got her back, had the interview, split up, got her back. Woo woo! And he got her back doing this course. Oh, hello, darling. Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Honestly, the way I cried, the way I cried when I saw John's story in the group, I can't tell you. There's a video of it. I didn't realize my social media manager was videoing me, and I was reading John's story out so everyone could hear it. And I'm sitting at my desk and I'm like, and tears coming down my face. And I'm just like, and then she goes, she sticks it on the story. She goes, how Loz reacts to your love success stories. I'm like, did you have to put that on the internet? I was that happy, Sam. So it was happy tears. So guys, if you really want to learn what it is that those people like John, who really fell out of his state for a little while, got back into it, knew himself again, knew he was the guy who was chosen and loved, and now he and Sam back together. If you want to know how to do that, go and read the success stories in my groups, go to the blog, go and watch Sam and John's story, listen to Marianne's story. You can actually get the MP3 of Marianne's story in this course, or just come and do the course because it will give you the action steps. Some of you can go and watch all the interviews in the world and it's just like, yes, and what do I do? This teaches you what to do, shows you what to do, gives you stuff to do. Okay, you got to do the doing. Yes, Sam, I was honestly so happy tears. What's this? What's this? How to embody the state in very busy days. I just want to sleep. Guys, look, I am extremely busy all the time. You ask my assistant, like she said to me today, you need to step away from work. I said, yes, I know. But that's when my mind will go off a bit and not stay in the state. So you've just got to be aware. You've got to be aware when you've gone off piste a bit and you've not stayed on track with your thinking, okay? How bad do you want this? Definitely do the course, guys. John is the best version of himself now. Oh, wonderful, Sam. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm thrilled. What's this? Love seeing how Sasha manifested her situation to marry. Now he's her husband. Yes, I helped her. She did my Worthy as Fuck for Love course and I screamed at her for many hours on the phone. Your I Am Safe in Love sleep tape gives me the most beautiful dreams, one after another. Oh, wonderful, darling. Oh. Hey, Loz, bought course today. Is it okay if you haven't met SP yet? Yes, guys, you don't have to have met them yet. This can be a phantom husband, okay? Like Ray's song. I would like a ring, I would like a... You know, the ring. She hasn't met him yet in that song. How's it go? Where the hell's my husband? What's taking him so long to find me? Oh, baby. She doesn't know who he is. Right? So what Ray should be saying in that song is, I am married. I have my husband. It took him no time to find me. That's what she should be saying. But she's not living the end in that song. She's living in, where is he? And the grandma goes, the grandma's wise. The grandma goes, your husband is coming. She's like, stop saying he's not here. She's like, he's coming. Okay? Got it? That was a terrible version of that song, guys. You understand? You get the gist. Okay? She needs this course. All right, guys? We've met, but just we are going to physically. It didn't happen. Oh, okay. You've met online maybe. Yeah? Wonderful. Your singing voice sounds maybe, oh God, guys, that sounded awful, but thank you. I couldn't remember the words. I was like, baby. Yeah, baby. It starts with baby, doesn't it? Couldn't think of it. I love that song. It's such a great song. So brilliant. I just looked up. I didn't realise she sang that escapism song, the one that goes, from years ago. I didn't realise it was her. I always thought that was Lily Allen. I don't know why I thought that was Lily Allen. How embarrassing. Anyway, I just watched the video clip. It was so good. I'm a Ray fan now. I never used to be. What's this? You mentioned in your video, do I have the self-concept? Do I do things wrong? Is it too good to... What? John and Marianne's stories have truly moved me forward faster in the last 4 weeks than anything. Oh, really? Oh, that's lovely. They'd be very happy to hear that. Look, guys, the people in my group who've got their happily ever after, the people in my group who've got their love success, want everyone to know. That's why they put it in the group, because they're like, you can do this. I did it, right? I don't ask them to go and put the success stories in. People just do, right? Thank you, Helen, for the gifts. I married someone who treated me so well, but now he's becoming someone who I don't like. That's because of you. So what in him is he reflecting that is a story you have in your head about yourself? Is it from your childhood? Is it something where, I don't know, your dad didn't become the husband your mum wanted and she complained about him all the time and he's turning into like your dad? Is he not spending the time with you and giving you the love, time, attention and affection that you crave and now you feel like he's not the guy you want? Are you feeling like he doesn't give you what he once gave you? He isn't the same guy as he was before? That's because you're seeing him wrong. How are you seeing him? Tell me how you describe him in your mind, and that's how he's showing up. That's why he's not the right version for you anymore. You're seeing him all wrong. You've got to see him all right. Understand? Sometimes I feel to not manifest my SP. Is that normal? Yes, guys. People who are married don't manifest their SPs all day. They're in the state of married. They're in the state of having it already. You understand? 2 years since I married my SP. Oh, Vishni, wonderful. How lovely. I remember. I am one of them. Oh, how lovely. Wonderful, Vishni. Thank you, Loz. Oh, you're welcome. All right, guys, are you getting this? If you want to get into the state of married, if you want your happily ever after, if you want to turn your SP from a fuck buddy into committed, if you want them to claim you and choose you and keep you as their own, if you want to banish all those fucking third parties out of your reality, if you want to feel like the wife, come and get this course. It's on my website now. If you're in my squad, you have your squad code. It's dropped inside the squad. Make sure you put it there at the checkout. And honestly, guys, it's a beautiful course and you'll get to the end of it and you'll feel so able to do this, just like everyone else who's succeeded in my group has. All my followers that have succeeded and getting their happily ever after have. Okay? We haven't actually dropped a lot of the success stories on the page. We've just put a lot of feedback about the actual course itself, but I'll be dropping more and more marriage success because I know you guys want to read it, but you can go to my blog to read that. All right, guys, go and get your happily ever after because I know you deserve it. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks for following and make sure to subscribe and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.